We know that Skype video gives us the ability to connect with people, and that's what we're doing right now to the London office of Skype. And matter of fact, getting a chance to talk with Stefan Oberg. He's the Vice President and General Manager for Skype For Business. Hey, Stefan, thanks for joining us today.
Hey, thank you, Terry.
And I see you're sitting there in the conference room there in London. I trust that the weather is fine over in London.
The weather is typical London weather. I think we've got 5 degrees and raining, and that's Celsius.
Oh, good weather that for you. Well, hey, we're interested in some of the things that are happening with Skype. We know that Skype has some tremendous potential for business, and I've been talking about this for years and showing people the benefits of it. Tell us some of the cutting-edge things that are going on right now. In your position, you see what's happening. Let us know how businesses can use Skype today.
Yeah. So what we look at our proposition for businesses built around 4 pillars. The first one is often why companies come to us in the first place, and that's save money. To save money, either by making the free Skype calls or by making low-cost calls to phones and mobiles around the world. But that's only the start, because what we find among companies that have been with us for a while is that they stay and they love Skype because it actually saves them time. And a couple of examples of that would be that you know how on Skype you have the presence icon. So if we're working across time zones, I can see that you're online, although it might be out of office hours where you are in Orlando, but I'll still make that phone call because I see that you're online. And of course, the IM saves you time over email. We're using multi-party IM almost exclusively now here in Skype for group work.
Yeah,
so
like
you will set up the multi-chat, exactly.
Yeah, very nice.
Exactly. So yeah. So what we often do is we set up a multi-chat for a certain topic or a project or a department. And that is where you feed in information that's relevant to the group.
Yes, I've had some real benefits from that. I remember when I was visiting your office there in Tallinn, Estonia, that they were talking about the benefits of that and the real business benefits. I mean, even if you had to pay for this service, it would be well worth whatever the cost would be. Yeah,
yeah. Oh, there are others trying to do the same and to charge for it. But of course, the Skype multi-chat is for free, and we've got a huge network. We're over 400 million now people on Skype.
400 million, wow. And getting it for free. Free is a good price in today's economy for any small business.
That's right. So those are the 2 first pillars, the saving money and the saving time. Then what we find also with a lot of businesses is that they use Skype to get ahead. I'll give you a couple of examples of that. So I was just talking the other day to someone in the concert ticketing business. And he's actually based in the southern part of England. But he says, I couldn't do my business if I didn't have a London number. So he's got a Skype in number, and he's got that forwarded to his mobile. That's the number he puts in his ads, and people calling through will get to his mobile, and they don't even know that he's answering in Southampton.
That's great for a small business. You're leveraging that technology to say, I have a presence now in London, in that case, but he can be anywhere else he wants to be. And of course, we're using the Skype video right now. I've seen a lot of benefits of that for really increasing the communication and people coming together. I talk often about relationships in business. What kind of things and benefits have you seen with using video? What practical things, once you get beyond the, ooh, wow, that looks cool, like I like your haircut, Stefan, and you know, we've got similar haircuts here. But once we get past the fun of it, what do you see as practical business benefits for video?
Well, the first one is that a video conversation is, of course, much more rich than just a voice one. You catch things like body language and faces and whatnot. So it's a richer conversation, and that adds to your efficiency in communication. But then there are a lot of practical ways to use it as well. We have companies that are designing products in England, producing them in China, and keeping the communication with the factory open over Skype video. So you might have someone working on a shoe or a wetsuit or a graphic design, and they communicate over video. Another example. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, it would seem like what I've seen a lot of clients is they can say they can hold up the physical object and go, no, you need to put it in over here, do it this way, or turn it over there and do that thing like this. Things that you could never do over just audio communication. They can actually see it, and it saves the cost of overnight delivery or people physically coming there. You're able to get through it and take care of it very rapidly.
Exactly. We have a couple of case studies showing that, and one of the most cool ones is probably Rip Curl, a company in Australia designing wetsuits and working with their factory in China. So we could show you some material around that. Mm-hmm. But another way to use video that we are using, that we're finding more and more companies are using, is just to create a virtual presence. So we have our development team over in Estonia, the main part of it, but we also have development centers in Prague and in San Jose. And between the Estonian office and the Prague office, they have a video link open constantly, all the time. And with a couple of flat screen, large monitors in each office, it's almost as if the people are sitting next to each other, working together.
It's like you've got one office. It's called Prague Tallinn. They're all together.
Yes.
That's true. Well, there's a lot of savings that are there, and I think, as I mentioned, I say if you have more money than Bill Gates, you would still want to use Skype because of the quality of communication and the ability to connect, particularly with Skype video. That's what business is about. It's connecting with people, and it doesn't take the place of those face-to-face meetings because, as my buddy Corbin Ball often says, you can't share a virtual beer. And so real important to have those meetings, but we can have the initial meeting where we get together face-to-face, we meet each other, and then have many supplemental meetings, like you mentioned, between your Prague and your Tallinn, Estonia offices. You can keep those connected so that they really get a chance to know each other and get the job done.
Yeah, no, I agree that between businesses or business partners, video conferencing will never replace, actually meeting. But there are other situations where it can. So if you take a student here in the UK that wants to study Chinese, and you take a Chinese person over in China that wants to teach, and now they can do their training over Skype video, and we have many examples of that.
Yes.
Companies that are built on that. And for that example, the video conference actually replaces being physically together.
Yes, that makes a lot of sense. I'm doing that myself in my study of Russian language, even locally. And we're able to do it with an instructor and assistant that I have. She's able to help me even across town, but let alone let's put in the international travel, and it makes it so much better.
Exactly. Now, have you shared a virtual vodka yet with her?
We haven't done the virtual vodka yet. We physically will get together for that and do the real vodka, and it tends to work pretty well. So, well, there's a lot of good stuff happening, and we know more and more all the time is coming out. If someone wants to find out more about what's coming out, business applications of Skype, and see some of the new cutting-edge ideas, what's the best place for them to go?
So that would be Skype.com, and at the moment we have a business section. I should say that we are just now reorganizing the company to have a division that focuses on consumers, and another that focuses on businesses, and a third one that does mobile. And as part of that, we're also reworking the information that we have publicly on Skype.com. So there will be a new Skype for Business website shortly, within a couple of months, I should say. And it will be a great resource for finding out what's happening and examples of what other people are doing with our tools.
Excellent. So get out regularly to Skype.com and notice new updates and things that are there. Well, Stefan, you've helped a lot of people with Skype, and we appreciate your time here and hope you, right now, it's getting toward the end of the day for you there in London. We're about noon or so here in Orlando, and we appreciate your time today. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Terry.